What's good, YouTube? It's been a long time since I've made a video, and it's perfect time for Q4. Today's January 2nd. But first, sorry about bad lighting right now. I'm in a very familiar place where I used to park to sleep in my car. But as you can see, I'm not even in my old car anymore, which is part of today's video, so I'll get into that in just a second. But it marks about a year of me documenting. It's been 4 quarters. So that's been about a year of me documenting. So I want to say thanks to everybody that's joined my journey. There's about 350 of you guys right now. That's insane. I never thought it would be this much, like with my inconsistency of posting, because my idea was just to keep documenting. And one day I would get to the point where I was super consistent. But I wanted to thank everybody that's watching this. If you are still part of this family, that's freaking great. You've followed my journey from being homeless, which is also part of today's video. I need to get into that. And I'll also get into the financials of where I'm at right now as well. You guys that have been here know what I do on these quarter videos, quarter updates. It's basically what a company does, except with a little bit more personal information because it's of my life. I'm gonna leave the financials for last, so if you wanna just hear that stuff, like the financial stuff with stocks and things like that, skip to the end of the video. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, as I just said a minute ago, I no longer live in my car, my Camaro specifically. Now, a lot of things have happened in the last, I think, month or so, a month and a half since I've posted, maybe 2 months. But in the middle of November, I was having dinner with my now fiance and her mom, right? And we were having discussion, and she decided to let me live with her because I was talking to her about marrying her daughter, and she was okay with me living with her. So I'm gonna dig a little deeper in that. And it's not just like I'm living there for free, which I am. I'm living there for free. I buy my own food, I pay my own bills and everything like that, but now I have a place to live. And I've explained to you guys before that I would have never lived somewhere, I would never pay rent until it's living for free, or I'm living somewhere that cash flows. And all you real estate junkies know what I'm talking about whenever a place cash flows, as well as pay for my living. But she allows me, she offered me to live there, which this is an insane blessing. A lot of great things have happened in the last month and a half. I'm gonna share them in this video, right? So she allows me to live with her with like a small catch. I just help her with her real estate, which is another benefit of me living with her. She doesn't realize she's in the real estate, but she buys houses, rents them out for a little while, fixes them up, and then flips them. So I help her with the renovating and things like that because she doesn't hire contractors. She does it all herself, which is good because I'll teach myself all that stuff, and I do it myself as well and save money whenever I start buying properties and such, which hopefully this year I'm going to make a video about that as well. It's a new year. I'm trying to hit YouTube harder this year, so just putting that out there. So now I don't live in my car anymore, and I sold the Camaro. I am still in touch with that guy that bought my Camaro. I only sold it for $1,000, and I have a little story that comes with that Camaro as well. So the first thing that happened, stopped living in my car, sold the car, and I'm still in touch with that guy because one day I want to buy that car back. It has so many memories. I was homeless for a year and 3 months, and I also have something else I need to talk about. I was getting a bunch of comments on my day in the life of a homeless college student. I just want to say those things aren't correlated. If you're a true follower from the very beginning, me being homeless and college is not correlated. And I have beef with college students because of how financially illiterate they are. Most of them blame their student debt and such. That's a whole nother video. But I just wanted to put that out there. I did not decide to live in my car because of financial burden of college. There was actually no financial burden. There was no real reason of me living in my car besides I wanted to get a jump start in my life, and I had a video about that. And as for the rest of this video, I actually took some notes, things that I need to share with you guys, because there's actually a lot of things. So, talk to you about living out of my car now. I have a new car, okay, let's get into that. I have a new car now. As you can see, it's a Toyota Camry. I'm gonna get into a video where I get into the specifics of why I bought this car, why I think it's gonna relieve a lot of stress that I was having with the other car because I was just scared of things breaking. I've talked about that in Q3 of my life. Didn't know how I was gonna deal with it. Jonah, you crushed that shit. Honestly, you did really well because I was really scared. The headlights, things were just starting to break, and I was still living in my car at that point. So it was really stressful. But now I've got a car. I'll give you some brief explanation. This is a 2007 Toyota Camry, but it only has I bought it at 33. It has 35,000 miles on it right now. Absolutely insane deal. And I'll get into, I need to make a video for you guys because it's a video I wish I would have seen before I bought this car, because I did a lot of research. There's nothing wrong with the car. I'm just saying, I wish there was a video just so I could find a car quicker. there was a video explaining and giving tips about car buying for people in my situation that are trying to get financially free sooner. So like the right way to do those things. And I'm gonna make a video about that. So I spent about $7 grand after taxes on this car. So I'm gonna make a whole nother video about that, but I need to share that with you guys in quarter 4. I have a new car that I bought in November as well, a couple weeks after I moved out of my car and into my girlfriend's house. Anyway, so that's done, right? So we moved out of our car, we bought a new car to relieve that stress, and now I'm gonna get into this past semester. I am now 3 semesters into college, about 60% done. That sounds weird, but I had finished some college before I even went to college in high school. That's a long story. But I am about 60% done with high school, college, duh. I'm about 60% done with college right now, and it is still free for me to go. I have scholarships and such. I probably should make a video about that as well. But what I wanted to share with you guys is I'm picking up 2 majors now, because I was gonna graduate early with my economics degree, right? Most of you know I was going for economics, right? Now I'm going for 2 things. I'm going for a finance degree and an economics degree, and now I'll finish in the usual 4 years. So now I have about 5 semesters left, 4 to 5 semesters left in college. I still have a long way to go in college, and I plan on buying a real estate property while I'm in college, and more so, I'm gonna buy a real estate property in this next year. 2019 is my freaking year, boy. My freaking year. All right. Now, what most people come and watch these videos for is the financials of my life. So, I wrote down the numbers right here. So my Robinhood account, I might have a screenshot or such pop up over here. My Robinhood account right now is valued at $3,300. It is way less than quarter 3 because I made some bad. I notified you guys on my Instagram that I was gonna start day trading, right? And this was whenever I was around, I think my peak was like $10,500, right? And I started day trading. I was doing okay in some day trades. I was profiting 100, 200, 300, depending on what I was doing, how much money I was trading. And it was more swing trading and day trading. But I made a couple mistakes. I'm gonna get into the video, but it really falls down to the technicalities of day trading. Not me picking the wrong stocks or anything like that. It really boils down to time in a stock. Like, the technicalities of day trading is way more intricate than I thought. And it really just benefited me, but it resulted in some giant losses because I didn't have exit points already inputted because Robinhood didn't allow that. Now I have Thinkorswim, and I'll get into that in another video and explain why I had those huge losses, as well as the market started coming down in these past couple months. So that's why my market is that's why my account is valued around $3,300, along with me taking out thousands of dollars to purchase this car that I did not finance. So that's why my account is only around $3,300. Now, comparative to my first quarter last year, my only first quarter, if you guys want to see that video, check it out. I was at about 4,400, 4,500, somewhere around there, about $1,000 more than I have now. So just putting that in perspective in my Robinhood account. And that was 3 months into the year. That was in March I made that video. So I'm at the beginning of 2019, and I'm about $1,000 less than not where I started, but where I had recorded my first quarter. So just keep that in mind for you guys. Now, as for my Thinkorswim account, my TD Ameritrade account, which is the same company that made that app, I have about 350 bucks in there, and I'm not really gonna get into my liquidating all that stuff like I used to do. In quarter 3, I explained that I'm just gonna stick to the financials, my stock portfolio, and things like that. And maybe next quarter I'll even give you guys my cash flow, my cash flow statement, all my bills. What does it look like? How much money am I making? How much of that is earned? How much of that is passive? How much of that is paper, portfolio income? I have some cash right now in my Robinhood. I only have a couple $100s in cash on my Robinhood. And I will update you guys on what stocks I'm holding in that account in months to come, because I still have not decided exactly what I want to do with that. Right now I'm swing trading ETFs in the oil industry right now. I've been swing trading them because there's a lot of volatility right now. If you follow the news, you could get some really good swing trades in with ticker symbol DRIP. And GUSH are two stocks that I've been swing trading recently. I haven't really been doing any long-term trading. I do hold 1 share of Amazon right now, but that's about it for those financials. So this is quarter 4. I don't live in my car anymore. I'm getting 2 degrees right now. I have a brand new car, and I'm still living for free, guys. I'm beyond blessed right now. I am a little set back because of some things that happened with whenever I went to go sell my Camaro. I got in a car accident that led into some bad debt. I'll make a video about that. But without further ado, that's about it, man. I'm about, what is it, $3,500 in my stock accounts. But we're steady grinding. We turn them back on. We're steady flowing money into those accounts. But that's about it for quarter 4, guys. See you in I'm gonna say quarter 1, but it's gonna be year 2, quarter 1 in March. I'll see you guys in March. And before I leave, I want to thank you guys again. It just makes me feel so good that about 350 you guys, just 350 just makes me feel absolutely insane. And you guys deserve more content, more personal things. I have a lot of videos in my mind. I just have not been executing on them with school and things like that. I don't want to make excuses. I've been really lazy recently, but that's all I want to do, guys. Thank you so much for all of you guys. It's been about a year since I've been on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. But like I said, as always, keep grinding and keep growing, guys.